verbal elation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Maybe we can talk about Sora.
Jill Scott is an American singer, songwriter, model, actress, and poet, originally from Philadelphia. She began as a spoken word artist, and she was discovered by Questlove Thompson of a band called The Roots. She released her first album in 2000, and she has released 4 more since then. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was Jill Scott's debut album. I have come across it before. In fact, I have a copy of her second album, not this one. So I don't think I've heard this one before. And I haven't really listened to her other album often, just a few times, mostly when I first got it, which was quite a few years ago now. And I would say that there's quite a lot of different styles going on here, but kind of between hip hop, modern R&B, and kind of more modernish soul, and it definitely kind of sits in that area. And the label Neo Soul has been attached to this album and to her, and I can't argue with that because it sounds reasonable, and also because I don't really know what that means. I'm somewhat out of my normal stamping ground in this kind of music, which is, fine. It's part of the reason why I'm doing these reviews. So it's singing, not rapping predominantly. It's often fairly stripped back, with kind of a beat and ornamentation going on, but there's harmonized vocals. So this is kind of fairly typical, I would say, of post-2000 soul and R&B stuff, certainly the R&B kind of things, which is that kind of way of doing things has come through to the pop charts quite a lot. None of these areas, hip hop, R&B, or more modern soul, are what I would call my favorite genres of music. But I felt like this album, it was handled well, and I felt like it made sense stylistically and sonically, if you like. It worked with what she was trying to say with the words. It felt right for the kind of the genre and the kind of setting of what she's saying. So I felt like in some ways it's some of the best handled hip hop that I can remember coming across, and of course it spreads more as well into the R&B and the soul as well. She's got a nice voice. It's quite versatile and expressive. It's a good soul voice. It's not a blaster. It's not an Aretha Franklin kind of voice. It reminded me occasionally of, I can't remember her name, but of the band Moloko, and especially the song that was a hit, which is "Sing It Back." And there's a kind of gentle lightness to the vocals that was very reminiscent of that. The songs, though, are the real strength here, is that she paints pictures, is nicely written, it's got an economy of words. I'm not surprised that she's also known as a poet, because it has that kind of feel to it. It's got, as I say, economy of words. She's really evoking the stuff that she wants to talk about. Mostly it's about kind of relationshipy stuff. There's some adult themes in here. There's certainly some talk about, not explicitly, but about sex. Some of it I think is about friendship, but some of it's just about everyday life. And I don't know if that's her life, obviously, because I don't know her life, but it has the kind of feel, it has the veritasium of, it could be somebody's real life. The track One Is the Magic Number has a kind of Mexican slant stylistic to it, which makes it stand out from the others, but there is quite a bit of variety anyway here. Overall, I'd say it's got a strong presence to it. You get a strong sense of her, and I think from the title of the album, that it's obvious that this is what she's aiming for. She wants to show you who she is. And I think it does that. I think it gives you a good kind of, different slices of somebody's life. But you get a feeling of her as quite a strong person here, actually. And as a result, I enjoyed it. I'm out of my musical comfort zone, but I found it approachable. The quality was good. As I say, it felt like that stylistically it made sense to me. So, yeah, thumbs up for this album. So that's what I think. As always, I want to invite you to tell me what you think by leaving... Get my tongue out. By leaving me a comment in the comments. Please, comment. That's it from me for now.
No hay nadie más que yo. Uno es el número mágico. En vida y en muerte, uno es todo.